Pat Flanagan, Padraig Pearses manager, congratulations, your side have won an epic Connacht semi-final here, beating Mountbellew Moylough of Galway by 1-8 to 1-7. A low scoring affair, but there was quality throughout that game.
Yeah, look, again, I suppose it's great to be on the right side of for me, a very, very good game, and it's a privilege to be part of a group of players who perform so well under serious conditions. I know people watching it might have thought it was a tough game, but the conditions were really tough. There was a crosswind there. The rain was falling all day, but at the end of the day we showed a little bit of quality and came through.
Yeah, it was December conditions here. Obviously there was a 6-week wait for this game due to the delay because of a COVID outbreak in Mountbellew a couple of weeks ago. Were you worried about your team coming into this game? 6 weeks without a game can leave you a long time. Conor Daly mentioned earlier that it gave you time to get the injuries freshened up and for players to get ready. Are you worried as a manager going in that the lads aren't going to be ready for the intensity of it?
No, actually I think it worked in our favour. We had our own bit of problems with COVID a number of weeks ago, so we weren't really back training until 2.5 weeks after our championship football. So the extra 2 weeks actually gave us the opportunity to get our fitness levels up and to get ourselves fine-tuned.
Can we talk a bit about the drama in that game? Because at the start of the second half it was 1-3 to 1-2 to Mountbellew Moylough. You had the wind with you in the second half, but you were a man short at the top. They raced into a 3-point lead. You clawed it back. As a manager watching off from the sideline, are you worrying at that stage? Are you thinking, Jesus, Mountbellew might pull away here, or were you backing your Padraig Pearses boys to come back into it?
No, look, I think we've shown over the course of the year we've played 3 very, very tough games to win our championship against Boyle, against St Bridget's, who were very, very good and whom we were 2 points down going into the final water break. We outscored them 5 points to 1, and I think we've done something similar today. We had a very tough game against Flan in the final, so all of those prepared us mentally and physically, more mentally I think than physically, and we needed the mental side of it today to ensure that we could come when it was needed.
It was absorbing stuff in that first half. The game opened up when a lovely ball floated in from the wing back, saw Barry McHugh flick it in. It took you 20 minutes to get your next score after Hubert Darcy opened the scoring, but it was a gorgeous move. Is that a pre-planned move? Is that the type of football that you like to play in, Padraig Pearses?
Yeah, but again, if you went through all of our games, we got 2 excellent goals in the county final. We didn't score against Bridges, didn't score goals, but we scored 18 points, and a lot of those points came from that type of movement. We're quite good at it. The players are excellent. I think better conditions would have suited them better today. But having said that, just to dig it out and to work that goal opportunity was great.
You mentioned goals in the county final. It was a substitute that day that scored the winning goal that day. Today, Tom Butler came off the bench. He's a player who probably would have started for you in previous years. This year, he hasn't had many minutes. He kicked a wonder, scored a winner in the 7 minutes of injury time.
Yeah, look, Tom is a massive, massive talent, you know what I mean, and for him to have the confidence to step up and take on that shot, in injury time, 3 minutes into injury time, game almost over, 45 metres out, it's just a credit to him, and it's great to see it because, he's battled hard. I know he hasn't got his starting position and that sort of thing this year, but he's battled really, really hard, and I think, I've always said to the players from the outset, but especially in the last year or two, is that, you have to finish as strong as you start. And I think we do. It's shown that in the last couple of games. Sub got a goal in the county final, and then we had 2 players come on today and kick 2 points, so that type of thing. Even against Bridget's, we had 2 subs come in and make a massive impact with scores as well. So we are getting the scores coming off the bench. We are finishing as strong as we're starting, and I think that's why we're here.
You've brought the golden touch to you around a couple of counties. It's county titles in Offaly, Westmeath, Roscommon. You won your first one, Padraig Pearses, in 2019. It was their first county title. They got over the hump of losing plenty of county finals before that. The group of players that you have here, I'm just wondering, when you're watching on the sideline and the chaos of this game today, there was black cards, red cards, missed chances, you didn't know what way it was going to sway towards the end of the game. When you're looking on, you've got the likes of the Daly brothers, you've got David Murray who's got county experience, Hubert Darcy up front, the 2 Cartys. Are you able to just let them deal with the chaos that's flowing on? I know you're making substitutions there, but what are you thinking looking on? Are you just backing them to make the right decisions as the game goes on?
Yeah, well, look, you're talking about massive experience there, and I think that they've developed as well. I'm not sure that for what went on during the game that the players would have reacted the same as they did today. They're very calm for most of it, and I think that did stand to it as well. Had we got embroiled in different confrontation, I think we could have struggled, but we didn't. We tried to keep focused on our football, and I think that's one of the big things that has changed in the last year or two with this team. They know and realise that to succeed and to win, you have to be on the pitch, and I think they concentrated And Ronan Daly said it at the last water break, like, let's concentrate on our football and nothing else, and we did. And as I said to you, we outscored them in the last period, and it was a great win.
That was some message to have a lad in his mid-20s say, in the heat of battle, just concentrate on the football, because it was needed in that last 10 minutes. There was unsavoury scenes towards the end of the game. Not fully sure what happened, but the Mountbellew players definitely challenged the referee. When Hubert Darcy dropped that free short, he'd been brilliant for you all day long. Did you think the chance was gone?
Yeah, look, we wasted a couple of chances towards the end, like, and again, to be fair, Mountbellew had opportunities also, and I suppose to defend the referee, who I thought played, had a really good game over the course of the day, and the conditions that were there. If you base it over the course of 60 minutes, I think it evens out. The fact that these incidents happen towards the end of a game, everybody is gets heightened, and it does take away a little bit from what's going on the pitch. But we are in the middle of December. These guys, both Mountbellew and ourselves, started back 12 months ago training. Nobody wants to lose, and that's the great thing about GAA, and you don't want to see unsavoury things going on within a match, but at the same time there's passion, and it goes to show you're talking about young men who still have passion and desire, and no matter what's going on around them, they still want to achieve.
A brilliant win today. So that's the behemoths of Roscommon football, you could say, in St. Bridget's and Clonagale that have been taken down. You've now beaten Mountbellew Moylough, who took down Corofin and Galway. Knockmore up next in the Connacht final. You've been there before, back in 2019 when you lost to Corofin. It's on January the 9th, I believe, over in Ballina. What are you going to be like to these lads over Christmas? What sort of message is there? Do you have to say much? Is it much the same that you just keep going the way you're going?
Again, if you look at the quality and the desire within the group, I don't think I will have to say a whole pile. I don't want to. I've never been the type of manager that prevented people from enjoying themselves. I want them to go and enjoy themselves, because that's part of it, but I do want them to be in the best shape possible, and we need to be in the best shape possible to try and achieve to get over the next hour's football. So as I said to you, there won't be too many messages going out.
Pat Flanagan, thanks very much. Congratulations on your win, and best of luck over the next little while.
Really appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Conor Daly, Padraig Pearses are through to the Connacht final. You've beaten Mountbellew Moylough by a point, 1-8 to 1-7. Talk to me about that game today.
Yeah, delighted. War of attrition, would you say? Loads of mistakes, but bloody delighted to get over the line. So happy.
It's a dirty December day. What's it like playing football on a day like this?
It's tough, but anyone will tell you, we love playing games, and to be training at this time of the year with everything that's going on, it's just a joy to be in and around, have an excuse to get out on a Tuesday or Friday night and kick a bit of ball.
I've seen a couple of Padraig Pearses finals over the years. I've been down one you lost to Bridget's, and I was at a couple of other ones before that as well. It took you a while to get the first win back in 2019. Would I be right in saying that it's very much a lot of the same players over the last little while? You've had a couple of younger players coming through now over the last 2 years. When you go 6 weeks without a game since you bet Clonagale in the county final on October 31st, does it help that you're all together and you know each other so well?
Yeah, to be honest, I was happy for a bit of the break. I thought we were coming in fresh. I had no problem with that at all. It was good to get a break after a tough Roscommon championship, and to be honest, we were coming in here today, no excuses. We were fresh, everyone fit, so we were happy enough with the break.
How were you feeling during that game? It was absorbing. It was you were playing quite a defensive style at times, and Mountbellew were trying to keep the ball, and next thing the game opens up, a long ball in and Barry McHugh flicks in a goal. It took you a little while to claw it back, but a brilliant move then. Hubert Darcy, I think, plays a pass. Was it Paul Carey who got the goal then? Talk to us a bit. How did it feel when you were out there? Did you feel like you were in control, or were you chasing it?
Yeah, there's a wind out there today, and when that goal went in, I thought myself, if we can just stay in the game for the first half, because if team gets a run on you with a wind like that, you could be out of the game really quick. So I thought we did really well there for the space of 10 minutes. I think there wasn't a score for 10 minutes, I'd say, and we just slowly clawed ourselves back into the game, and thankfully we were in a good place at half time.
Then started the second half. You were obviously a man down with a black card before half time. Mountbellew Moylough racing to a 3-point lead. It took you a little while to claw it back, but a couple of points in a row from a particular position in the pitch. I was asking you about it there. Is there a sweet spot here in the Hyde? Because there's about 4 or 5 scores at a top quality kick from the right hand side here.
Yeah, personally myself, I knew we had a wind in the second half, but I thought to myself it was going to be a real tough, nitty gritty second half. And there, as you say, the wind always seems to blow down towards the graveyard, and as we were saying there, I think 5 or 6 points were scored from the one spot today. Have
you any idea what happened at the end of the game? There was a bit of Mountbellew Moylough had a red card towards the end of the game. It's a draw, 1-7 apiece. Hubert Darcy has a free to win it. It drops short, another chance drops short, and it looks like Mountbellew are going to get a chance to win it. It doesn't happen, and then comes down to the bottom end of the field. Tom Butler scores the winner. Can you talk to me about a fella like Tom Butler, who probably would have started in previous years, and Did he get much minutes this year until today?
Yeah, funny enough, I think that's Tom's first game since he played back. He could have played 10 minutes in our first group game back in July, August, and he came on today for the last 15 minutes. In fairness, he stayed going all throughout. Literally hasn't probably kicked a ball all year. So yeah, delighted for Tom.
And Knockmore next in the Connacht final. Conor, you've been there before back in 2019 when you played Corofin. What's the next couple of weeks going to be like in the Daly household? Yourself, Lorcan, Niall, Ronan, will you be taking it easy over Christmas?
Yeah, we're definitely going to celebrate tonight. We're going to get out and have a bit of a bonding session, and look, it's great to have an excuse to be training for the next 4 weeks over Christmas, an excuse to get out of the house, with everything that's going on is just good.
Conor Daly, Padraig Pearses, thanks a million for chatting to us and off the ball.
Cheers, Tommy. Cheers.